This is the emergency broadcast system. The CDC is advising that you stay in your home. We shall walk.
Sorry about that. Just had to mute it real quick here. A lot of background noise. I'm going to try to find a way to get the chat up. But just bear with me here. Alright. Just get a minute here and chat going. We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party. Just have to find Restream here. I'm not finding it. Download the app, hold on. I have another desktop going, but I doubt I can show the chat on there. Restream chat. Have to try and do it with the other desktop. We show up in the party. We show up in the party. Oh, this setup. Sarcasm. Hope you guys enjoy the music. That is it is the no copyright channel, and I love the music on there. I use it a lot for a lot of the videos. All right, let's move the channel here. Should be able to see the chat now. Let me just share it away. We should be good to go. Won't be able to be on this this stream very long. I have to leave the house around 1:30, so I'm gonna try to do what I can here. And share it one more time to Book of Faces here. Alright. If the music is too loud or the microphone's too loud, just let me know in the chat and I will fix it. Hey, Halos and Heathens! Thanks for coming on. Wow, that chat's huge. I know. I haven't been live streaming a lot. I've just been making videos, so just getting the time to do all this has been a little stressful. Let's see how this looks on. Alright, should be good. As long as you guys can see me and see what I'm drawing, we should be good. This is actually a commission for a Taekwondo studio in Pennsylvania, borderline with New Jersey. They wanted a venomized dragon. It's been tough because Venom's face doesn't really fit a dragon's face, so just getting the proportions right has been the biggest struggle. I've tried a couple different versions and none of them have worked very well, so I'm gonna kind of humanize the dragon's face here. I don't know if you can see it here, but I draw a lot with this thing. I have two of them. So I have this one for my Wacom, and then for the Cintiq, and then this is the one I use for the pen tab. So the Cintiq one is pretty beat up too. The music coming in alright. I had to mute it on the desktop because it was giving me a weird echo in the headphones. Oh, awesome. I'm glad the view's working. Yeah, I don't know how many times I've tried to get this to work right, and it just would not work. I either got too much delay, or when I try to draw, it just wouldn't show up. Forgot, with this one you have to unlock it with the actual stabilizer. Love technology, but man, do they sometimes make things super wonky.
Open the world of music. A new music streaming service where all the ways music moves you are together in one
Slightly
place.
loud, but that's just me being old lady. Oh, you're not an old lady.
Official audio and video.
No, it's seriously this new headset I got is
covers, remixes.
Are you saying the music might be too loud or the headset audio? Because I've noticed with the headset, it's either too low or too loud. There's really no in between.
Silent nights recalling you, a souvenir of what it could be. Pieces of my mind are yours.
So the desktop audio, yeah, I think I can lower myself a little bit. Test. Just let me know if that's better. So what I do first is I use airbrush tool to make a really sketchy version of it. And checkpoints. What's going on, brother? Yeah, it's funny, that Venom that you sent me to color, I wanted to do it this week, and then I got hit with this other Venom commission. So this is probably my fourth pass through of this version, and it's been taking up a bulk of my time. That's why a lot of the videos you've been seeing on my channel have been either like remixes of older videos or just stuff that I've recorded weeks ago, and I just haven't had a chance to make any new content. I wish I had that Venom ready for when the Venom movie came out, because like you said, we could have shared it. Would have been nice. Would have been super nice. Yeah, well, it's not really Venom. This one is actually a commission for a karate studio where they wanted to make their school mascot, which is a dragon, getting venomized. And as you can see here, which I'm running into, the proportions on the dragon are going to be way bigger than Venom's head. So the only other course of action I was thinking is like adding venomized horns here, and then a venomized dragon whiskers over here. So I mean, that might be the only way I can get it to work, proportion wise. Hey Weebob, I didn't see you join in, but that's probably because the restream, when I pulled up the chat, it doesn't show who put a message in beforehand. So I apologize if I did not see you. I saw that Halos and Heathens said hi, but T-Rex Venom? Yeah, you know what? I try not to use any references, because you're always gonna get those people are like, oh, you just copied insert artist here. So only time I really use a reference is if it's a well-known character and people want me to use that likeness. So try not to reference it. I try to kind of just use my mind jelly. Alright. This is the benefit of doing stuff digitally. Is if I would have drawn this on paper, it just wouldn't. I wouldn't have been able to, you know, spin it around, do all these cool things you can do with it. So I am going to, whatever I'm adding on the right side or the dragon's left side, I will be adding to the left side, but venomized. I think that's the course of action I'm going to take, because every other version I've drawn just looks wonky as all hell. You know, I always want my clients to be happy. If they don't like what I did, then it makes me sad. But yeah, that's what I love about doing the sketchy stuff, because I can kind of go nuts with it, not have to worry about how it's looking so far. I can get rid of stuff. So what I do here is, alright, so this is what I mean by I go over it with another layer. I'll lighten it up here. Now I have a second layer pulled up, so now I can go over it. I don't like to use the pencil tool a lot, unless it's calibrated. Like I said earlier, I had to switch desktop setups, so this one is not as calibrated as the Cintiq. I can go over I've already drawn and then add even more detail. Might start streaming more often Sundays. These are my only days off. Bummer that I'm so tired from the rest of the week. Just want to keep putting out content, and then you're just exhausted. Hills and Heathens asked, how many layers do you work with? It all depends. Something like this, where I know I'm going to be coloring a lot, but Venom's side is going to be mostly black, I'm probably going to use about 6 to 7 layers. Normally when I do a comic book, it's like 30-40 layers, because the way I do it, you know, and it's not the golden rule, not what every digital comic book artist does, but for every panel I make it a different layer, so that way if I need to change anything, or if I'm working with a writer and they want me to change something, I can actually go into that specific layer and change that panel instead of having to redraw the whole picture, because that can be really stressful when you finally got a whole story going, and then the writer calls in and says, oh, this is not going to work, you know, I need to change something. And if you work in layers, you can avoid that. You could say, hey, do you like the rest of the panels? And they say, yeah, I like the panels, I just don't like this specific panel. And then you can go in, and if you work with a big enough canvas, you can actually zoom in, and it almost feels like you're drawing on a completely different picture. So that's why I say it all depends on what I'm doing. A logo like this, you know, 7 to 8 layers, but maybe I'll do something else in between. Hold on one second, guys.
Open the world of music, a new streaming service with the official audio and video, playlists, live performances, and the rest of the story you can't find anywhere else. It's all here.
I just wanna. Everybody now. Stop your feet. I just wanna. Stop your feet. Everybody now. Stop your feet. I just wanna.
All right. Sorry about that. Yeah, something's. Yeah, exactly. A lot of artists who work with writers, we know something's gonna get changed, so we go in with that expectation. Oh, they're not gonna like this. I don't know. Not on Twitter in charge. I am on Twitter. It's just not under Otero Studios. I had so many followers from before, so I kept my old handle. It's at LeeShenLong10. I can actually write it in here for you. So the desktop keyboard is behind me. Let me see if I could just do it with my pen. Hey, MB Art, what's going on? So it's at LeeShenLong10 on Twitter. Oh, you have? Okay. Yeah, I know. Everything else I have under Otero Studios. I have my Twitch, I have my YouTube, I even have my Tumblr. All that stuff is under Otero Studios, but yet my Twitter is still LeeShenLong10. And it's one of my comic book characters, so I felt it was fitting to leave it, but yeah, people have a hard time finding me on there. How you doing today, MB Art? Thanks for coming on. You found me! Awesome. Yeah, share it away. I really appreciate it. Oh man, Venom's teeth are always fun to draw. He has such a... Yeah, I already screwed that up. It's just like drawing patterns. Let me zoom in. You know what? I probably screwed this up already too. Yep. Left the resolution at 100. You're gonna notice a huge difference here. There you go. Let's see. Settings. This is what I get for using a different computer to do this. There we go. 300. So if I don't have the resolutions at 300, now that pencil mark looks so much better. See a huge difference now. I lay down those lines. A lot finer. I'm not super happy with the way the eyes came out, because there's other versions of the dragon that I was a lot happier with as far as eyes go, and these eyes just look a little wonky to me, but it's just something I might have to fix down the road. You could probably hear through my headphones how loud my kids are upstairs. Oh, that's cool. I get a little preview up there. All right. All right, that's good. I'm glad I switched to this headset then, because it really does cancel out a lot of noise. I have this noisy fan over here, and I'm glad you can't hear it, because this is the only room in the house that I can really vape in, and it's far too cold to go outside. Everybody else probably has like really nice weather, and here in good old New York State, it's already freezing outside. The only downfall with using a pen tab like this is that it doesn't have that comfortable feeling like the Cintiq has. But it does have this cool feature where you can actually put a piece of paper underneath and trace it with a marker, and it shows up on the computer. I just haven't had the time to set it up yet. So my oldest daughter's room is like right here. And she's not loud. But then my youngest is right here. And it sounds like she transforms into an elephant whenever I'm not up there. It is so loud. And at night when I'm drawing, I can tell when she wakes up from the nap. I would love to live in that kind of weather. I mean, not the fire, but I do not do well with cold. I have so much metal in my body that whenever it's super cold, my body just wants to seize up. Last night I had such a horrible time falling asleep because of it. Yeah, let me see if I can find it actually. I think I brought it down here because it was just taking up too much room upstairs. I don't want to show anybody how messy underneath my desk looks. Actually, if you just look up the Intuos paper edition, that's what this one is. But it's nice because it gives you the option to use the paper portion. So there's a Bluetooth clip that goes to the top. You put a piece of paper under it, and then you draw with a special marker that it came with, and it will transfer that digitally. You hit this button here, and it'll... I just haven't had the chance to set it up because I seldomly use this one. This is like my... Yeah, I need to get something done right away, and I'm in the office one, because I'm always on the move. Like, I'm either at work or at a convention, and I'm always taking my Cintiq with me because it's nice to get stuff done while you're waiting at a restaurant or at a coffee shop. But now, since I got this live stream set up pretty well now, I'll probably be using this a lot more. So maybe in the next stream I'll try it, and you guys can see how it works. Yep, yeah, it'll be fun to try it for the first time. I'll try it on live stream. I have to make sure I set up the software though. It's one of those, whenever you get something new, it comes with cool features, but you never have the time to try it. And that's one of the features I have yet to try. Oh man, How am I gonna get
Open the world of music. A new streaming service
Tooth
with the
there.
official audio and video. Playlists, live performances, and the rest of the story you can't find anywhere else.
wanted to get this set up too because I started teaching again, and I think it would be cool for the students to watch this stream, and you know, they can see whatever we learned for the day on YouTube. But I doubt I'm gonna be streaming at this time of the day very often. It'll probably be closer to, 9 o'clock Eastern. And my kids, since they're in the same time zone, I don't know if they're gonna be up that late. Then again, kids have different bedtimes than they did when we were kids. Oh crap, where did it save to? Art folder. Well, since I have that pulled up, we can see what this one is. Nope, I don't want to replace my key. Oh, snap. I forgot I was even coloring this one. Color now. That's the thing too, when you do digital art, the way you color things changes a lot. It's totally. Yeah, see, so you can see here, there's a couple areas that I went over the shell. There's a lot of really messed up areas here. Oh, okay. Alright. See it now. Never duplicated the layer. Make it a little bit darker. Guess it did. But that, yeah, that's Mikey. Kind of like that. I don't even know what's on my computers. I'll show. This is what I'm using the laptop. Then I have laptop. Then I have Mac. That's how I'm able to see the chat. Yeah, well, at cons, we have the comfort of being somewhat dressed most of the time. You catch me sometimes here. I don't feel like it. That's the whole point. I used to get a lot of comments in my YouTube videos. Oh man, we would love to see you actually work on these and talk. So, yeah, my energy bill is definitely not doing my part to save the planet. Though, I was thinking, once, kind of, if YouTube or Twitch ever take off, I was going to put some solar panels in the backyard and put them and wire them directly to the basement. 'Cause I feel so bad because we don't have air conditioning, and somehow our energy bill was like really high this summer. And now we know why. I switched all my light bulbs to LED, so that should have saved some money. But yeah, I have the video game system set up here, the Elgato. I have a TV here, the Mac over here. Then now I have this huge laptop taking up all my drawing space, and then the Cintiq down there. It's just, and then you probably can't see it behind these boxes, but there's another TV over there, which I was gonna use to kind of stream video games, but yeah, my wife did a garage sale and brought everything from the garage down here, so kind of work in progress now. I got these huge TVs from when Toys R Us was closing, and I was hoping to have them set up behind me so that way it would play some of my YouTube videos while I'm, talking during live streams. Yeah, I mean, it's tough because when you have so much electronics, you feel like you're not really helping the planet very much. But they all say Energy Star or energy efficient. I know that the light bulbs really cut back on the energy bill because as soon as I set those up, bill dropped a little bit. But yeah, especially if I'm uploading YouTube videos, oh man, they take up so much energy because sometimes I have to go to bed, and so I'll leave it uploading, and then I wake up in the morning and there's all these notifications. So the computer was running at full steam all throughout the night, and I'm asleep. Oh, it's okay, MB. I know you put a comment before in French, right? Francois? Yeah, Francois. Spanish too, but I don't know if you understand Spanish. Wish I had a way to change the language here on here, but it's alright, MB. Hey, we speak the universal language. Art. I don't know much French, but I do go to Montreal a lot, and they speak French there, and a lot of the people who speak French speak Spanish too. So that's how I can get something out of them. Oh, ¿me entiendes ahora? No sé si es bueno. Y hacer un stream en español también para todo lo que viene en Sudamérica y España y Portugal. Habla portugués, pero yo creo que habla en español también. Either way, merci for coming on. I appreciate it. Bonjour. This looks bad. Oh, Google Translate can't hear it. Maybe I got it here. Hey Google, open Google Translate. Yeah. One moment. Un momento. We're gonna get this working. I'm not sure what you wrote, Halos and Heathens, but MB Art will probably be able to figure it out. We want to make this as inclusive as possible. Maybe. Alright, we got Google Translate open. Let's see if we can get some here. Language translated most often. Let's do what are you doing? What is happening here? MB Art, thank you so much for watching. MB Art, thank you so much for watching.
MBR, merci beaucoup d'avoir regardé.
I love technology. See if it worked. Did that sound okay? LOL doesn't really help me. Hold on. Did that sound okay?
Est-ce que ça sonne bien?
I should change the voice. This fan makes so many noises. I swear it's like a horror movie in here. It's like a horror movie in this room.
C'est comme un film d'horreur dans cette pièce.
I love this thing. I am so glad I switched from my phone. Siri just is super snarky. You ask Siri for something and it's just like, I'm sorry, I can't help you. B, I know that you're a huge Dragon Ball Z fan, so who's your favorite character? Because I see Vegeta as your logo.
NBA, je sais que vous êtes un grand fan de Dragon Ball Z. Alors, qui est votre personnage préféré car je vois Vegeta comme logo?
Maybe I'll start learning French from this. This is pretty cool. Yeah. Vegeta is my favorite too. That's why I have a Vegeta tattoo. Right here. I don't know if you can see it.
Vegeta est aussi ma préférée, c'est pourquoi j'ai un tatouage Vegeta.
this is starting to come together pretty good. So MBR, I just wanted to kind of translate that.
Cela commence à très bien se passer et Réali voulait juste traduire cela en quelque sorte.
Yeah, you can't see it a lot when I do the videos, the Vegeta tattoo, but it's because the camera is so zoomed in on the pieces of paper. This is the size of the paper. They're really small.
Vous ne le voyez pas souvent quand je fais des vidéos sur le tatouage Vegeta. Mais c'est parce que la caméra a tellement zoomé sur les morceaux de papier que c'est la taille du papier. Ils sont vraiment petits.
Every time I think she's done, she starts talking again. Alright. So now what I think I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to add the color later, because I have to do these in separate layers, so it's kind of a pain. Yeah.
Alors maintenant, je pense que je vais devoir faire. C'est d'ajouter la couleur plus tard parce que je dois faire ces couches et séparer les couches afin que ce soit une douleur.
I know you can understand a little bit, so as long as you can understand a little bit, we won't need to use Google Translate too much. And plus, like I said earlier, we speak the universal art of art, or the universal language of art. This is what happens when I don't write what I'm going to say down. I sound like a dummy. Yeah, in the videos, you don't really notice the tattoo too much, because every now and then you'll see Vegeta's foot. But yeah, you gotta really look, because my skin tone is so dark. Kind of lost. Yeah. Rotate it. Come on, rotate, rotate. This lady's voice is really annoying though. I don't know how to change the voice. I might do that another time.
Et la voix de cette dame de Bivis est vraiment agaçante, même si je ne sais pas comment la changer. Je pourrais le faire une autre fois.
No, you don't have to pay more attention. You know, the main focus of the video is the drawing. So yeah, but the tattoo very rarely shows up. So now I gotta erase this. So I have to erase this now because some of the detail I lost when I was drawing over it. So if you see here,
Je dois donc effacer maintenant, car c'est un des détails que j'ai perdu lorsque je les dessinais.
I wasn't even finished. Oh, you taking off, MB? Thanks for coming on, man. I really appreciate it. No worries, MB. Thanks for coming on. I really appreciate you coming on. And it was cool to get to learn how to use the Google Translate.
Merci d'être venu. J'apprécie vraiment votre venue et c'était cool d'apprendre à utiliser Google Translate.
Alright, so it's 1 o'clock, so I have to head out now. Thanks so much, everybody, for watching. And I'm glad that everybody likes the setup. So, Halos and Heathens and Weebob and MB Art, thank you so much for coming on. And hopefully we'll make this a weekly thing. Alright, take care, everybody.